Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is OmniDog with OmniDog's Vault, and today we're going to do collection video part 2. And a lot of people like to individually talk about each book, but if I did that, I'd lose both my viewers out there and it'd be like 3 hours. So for part 2, I will just scan slowly and everybody can pause and check out the books at their leisure. So let's start with some wall art. And we've got some reflection here. I'll take a step back. We've got some wall art. And I'll take a look at the statues here in a second. You're going to get a view of the statues here. Got some comic books. Love the Bombshells. Many of you may know that I have a deep fondness for the Bombshells. And so I got some frames and put the Bombshell variant covers in those frames. And the love affair started with me and the Bombshells and the statues and pops and playing cards and everything Bombshell related. So here's some Bombshells. We'll start over here. Got Zatanna, Mira. There's Catwoman and Harley. And we'll go down here. Jessie Quick, she's a new one. The past few months, Stargirl. Batgirl and Hawkgirl. I apologize for how shaky it is, but I'm doing this on my iPad, so I'll try to keep it relatively still. There's Poison Ivy. Try and keep it still so you don't get seasick, because I can't afford to lose any viewers. And we got Gwen Stacy, Black Cat, and Mary Jane. These are sideshows mixed in with my Bombshells. You'll notice in my collection that it's a lot of mix and match. There's a lot of DC and Marvel mixed together. I do have a DC and Marvel separated a bit here, but if you're any kind of continuity junkie for how your books are organized, you're not going to dig my collection, because I know where everything is, but not everything is in perfect order. So try and not hold it against me. But here we go. There's Venom, Toxin. I'll pull back so you can see the pops. Spidey's upside down there. Go through Spider-Man, and of course I mix in Infinity Watch, Infinity Crusade, and Thor just because I don't have a reason. That's how it ended up. And we go down another shelf to the Ultimate collections. And yeah, there's 8 and 11. My friend Gabriel, a couple of years ago, sent me 11 as a gift. So thank you, Gabriel Alicia, for that. And there's no rhyme or reason why these action figures are in front of these particular books, because there's no rhyme. Well, sort of. Spider-Man's there, so I got some Spider-Man villains and stuff. Then we go down to the bottom. And I'm trying to hold it steady. I apologize. Let's see if we can see behind some of my bigger guys. And we got a big X Factor run here. New Mutants Classics. Some Hulk Visionaries. And there's Wolverine by Greg Rucka, which all of a sudden became out of print. I don't know if it still is as of the time of this video, but as of right now, it's still out of print. And then we go up to Astro City. I love Astro City. So far, these are the only ones released in hardcover. This is a series that needs an omnibus badly. And pull back a little so you can see Harley books, Harley Pops. Batman, what are you doing in there? There's Hitman, great series by Garth Ennis. And, of course, Hitman leads right into Jonah Hex. Because why not? There's some of those Jonah Hex books and All-Star Westerns I think are out of print, but they're not too hard to find. And we go down to the bottom shelf. No, we're not. We're going to the middle shelf. What am I doing? I don't even know my own collection. I think that doesn't come as a surprise to many of you out there. And let's see, I'll just show you real quick. Wedding of Cyclops and Phoenix, a gift from my friend John Hahn. That was a cool gift. And let's see, a lot of X-Men books. I tried to sort of keep them all together, but I don't pretend they're in any kind of proper order. Let me get a better grip on myself here. There we go. And House of M, Decimation, Thunderbolts. Now we'll get down to the bottom shelf, where we have some DC stuff. Whoops, there's Hulkbuster. He's just hanging out in front of Hawkgirl. And some of my DC books. JSA, you'll notice I haven't cracked the seal yet on. Nothing personal, I just haven't got to it yet. Certainly hear nothing but great things about it. And there's Batman by Neil Adams, the ever controversial coloring issue. And I think that might be out of print. Not sure how that happened. Came out fairly quickly. Came out and sold out fairly quickly. Then we have the Batman shelf. It's Arkham Asylum there, the dark one. And there's some good books. Red Robin. There's the Frank Miller Leather edition. That's a pretty cool book. And we'll keep going all the way. Let's see if I got a shelf right here that I have to deal with. There's Alfred. That's a cool figure. And Nightwing. And let me just stick this right back there. Let's see, can we see everything? And then here's where Felipe Sarmiento makes an appearance. That's right, there he is, right there. Felipe, there you are, buddy. You have a place on my shelf. There's Superman Red Sun, probably one of the best Superman books ever written, I think. So here are some of my Superman books. Not all of them, but some of them. Let's pull back a little so we can see. There's Mighty Crypto. Felipe even named his dog Crypto, which I've always wanted to do, but I've never gotten my way on that one. I get my way on a lot of other things, so I gave up on that one. And a little bit of Green Lantern. Green Lantern, and got some Justice League in here, Justice Society, Crisis on Multiple Earths. There's the JLA trades, and you'll notice on the next shelf, I also have the hardcovers because I'm crazy that way. And we go down to the bottom shelf and we have some team-ups. Batman, Superman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Superman. They're the JLA Deluxe Editions by Morrison, which are great. And let's see if we can see the Sleeper, House of Secrets, Doom Patrol. And then we've got Darkseid, one of his minions or shock troopers or houseflies or whatever they are. And then a few pops right here. So that's pretty much it for Volume 2, Part 2 of my collection. We'll go over it again real quick, just so everybody can see it. I'll step back a little bit. And give everybody an overview. I'm actually pretty happy with this Spider-Man shelf, especially with Spider-Man upside down right there. And all these Spidey pops. So, this is part 2 of my collection vid. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. I'll try and answer any questions you have. Obviously, I have not read a lot of these books. I just have a huge backlog. I know people out there think that's a sin, but I'm a bit of a book hoarder. And so when I get the books, I get a chance to get them, I get them, and I hold on to them till I'm ready to read them. There are some Zatanna books that were hard to find. They're still hard to find, but a collection of Paul Dini's stuff came out and reprinted a bunch of those, which is great. Hitman, the first 2 are out of print. Number 2 seems to be particularly hard to find. And we are just going over territory that's already been covered for those of you just joining. This is OmniDog's Vault Strange Tour of his Strange collection, which is in no particular order. And we'll go over Batman again real quick. And Superman. Love Catwoman. Love Batgirl. Don't particularly care for Damian, but I had to get him. And there's Robin War. I'm going to get that signed by Tom King this weekend at AwesomeCon. That's my goal anyway. There's Felipe again. With his secret crush on Power Girl. And the last part again, just for those of you who came in late so you don't miss anything. And there we go. So I hope that I kept this steady enough. I hope that none of you out there are throwing up from my shaky camera skills, because I don't really have any camera skills. That's probably pretty apparent. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. This was OmniDog's Vault Part 2 of the collection. And if you want me to go back and redo any of this or see a particular book, feel free to
add it in the comments, and I will.